Yo, what's happening? It's Benjamin D'Souza here, Bizac with another Clizac. And what I have today is a case in point on why brothers should be very mindful and cautious when entering into serious conversations with women, females, B dubs in particular. Because it's no secret, women don't practice good logic for the most part. They are solipsistic. They think the world revolves around them. So they're forging their arguments on a basis of emotion. And if brothers aren't mindful, they'll get swept up in that emotional whirlwind, if you will. Well, in this particular clip that I have is of a stream that Red Supreme did a couple of days ago. I'll see about putting that in the first pinned comment below. But he was talking to this female, and this female was trying to tell us, or tell the listeners and Red Supreme, on what we as men should value when we're looking for a mate or a consort. Then I have a second clip later on in that same conversation. He then asked her, well, what do you have to say to the females? And she made a very interesting response. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and play those clips for you. I'll see you guys on the other side. Fair use, by the way.
If you look at wealthy men of all races, black, white, or whatever, they don't marry women based on their accomplishments and status or money. That's not typically what men marry for. You always going to find your exception to the rule. It don't matter if he's black, white, green, or purple. We do not marry women for their money, status, or education. That's not a black thing, baby.
That's true. It's not a black thing. But what he said is what I've come across and what many people have come across in this community, which is that black men don't know how to vet. Okay, they're not a good judgment of character. They are not looking at a woman's education, if she will be a good mother to his children, her family
your
background.
education don't tell. Listen, your education doesn't tell us if you're going to be a good mother or not. They don't give you parenting skills in college. That woman can have 5, 6 degrees. That does not tell us if she's going to be a good mother. Hold on. Let me say this. A woman can have 5 degrees, but if she was raised with a single mother in a dysfunctional home, she'll be well off professionally. But when it comes to her personal life, she's a train wreck because she never seen what a man was. She never grew up with a man. She seen her mother dating different men, so she don't know what a woman is or what a man is. She was raised by a single mother and had an absent father. Her degrees will not dictate that. Her degrees does not tell us that she's going to be a good mother. The fact that she was raised in a dysfunctional household shows us that she will not be a good mother. I don't give a damn how much money or education she got.
Okay, education is not only college. Education is the act of teaching knowledge.
I know that, but black women, but we know, listen, Shantae, we all know that black women only respect formal education.
Now, as you can see, she felt no hesitation to get on and wag her finger at the men and tell us what we should value when we're looking for a mate or a consort. She had no problem with that. You guys should value education. You guys, and education just doesn't mean, college degrees and whatnot. And like I've told brothers before, listen, don't marry these college educated chicks. Don't do it. If she is competing in the realm of economics, you don't deal with her. You don't. She needs to be competing to be the best housewife she can be. That's where she needs to be competing. And she needs to be competing by looking her best and conducting herself in the most congenial, demure way possible. But this next clip I'm about to play, when Red asked her a question on what she could do to educate the sisters, her response was very interesting. Let's check that clip out.
You made it a personal conversation instead of speaking in general. I'm speaking on black women in general, and generally speaking, that's how black women think.
Okay, and that's what I was making the general statement of when that person said that what he makes judgment on, what he bases judgment on.
Right.
I'm taking it as a general. Is what he said. He didn't mention anything else. He didn't even mention background, family background. I mean, nothing. What he mentioned was very surface level, and I expect that from him. I expect that because that's exactly who he is.
No. The brothers did. He's educated some people. I can't. What I mean, what? Let me tell you. Let me ask you this. Black women, your choice, your body. Nobody tells you who to sleep with. Nobody tells you what to do because the black woman is independent and she makes her own decisions. Her body, her choice. What advice would you give black women to become better as women? What advice could you give them?
Why would I be telling them that? I'm not their keeper. Why would I be telling them?
I mean, listen. I'm just saying.
Oh, she can't tell them what to do. She's not their keeper. She is not her sister's keeper. This is why, when the Bible says, I suffer not a woman to teach, this is what they meant right here. The logical inconsistencies. She can get up here and wag her finger and tell black men on what they need to value when they're looking for a mate. But when it comes to educating the women on how to, manage their wombs so they can be in a more viable position to snag a mate, now all of a sudden she want to wash her hands. All right, that ain't what that got to do with me. What that got to do with me? It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's why, brothers, you got to be careful. Pick and choose your battles. I'm not saying don't engage in serious conversations with women and what have you, but you got to pick and choose your battles because, it's not good to sit in the midst of a gaggle of women because this is the illogical consistencies that you're going to run into. And I don't know if Red Supreme caught it, but when I was listening to it, and it got to that last question that he asked her, well, what can you do to educate the sisters? And she said, I'm not their keeper. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, because I'm listening to it on playback. And I'm like, wait a minute, let me rewind this back. When she wants to talk about education, and yeah, I heard what I heard. Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. And I just thought that was interesting. But like I said, this is a case study on the psyche of many women. So yeah, get up on that.